Istongo Seminole Jeremy Fultz Joe Jeff Godos Emoji Nita Hadam Nita He those in Pompohoyan Moan Monday and Hayetki Hadi Alaget Ogede Othohanos Idos Moan Delaney Doc Leggies. Welcome Delaney Pennock.
Yes, Jay.
Thanks for showing up today.
Try my best.
If you tried to listen to our radio show live on Tuesday at 11, we had some technical difficulties, but it's okay. It's all under control because we always have the backup right here. Media team always does pretty good, Delaney.
So we got him here.
Delaney might have to speak up a little bit louder because I don't know if our mics are even on, but we'll be all right. So, we usually start off with the weekend stuff, Delaney. Did you do anything fun this weekend?
No.
Nope. I asked Delaney the other day, I asked him a long question, got his thoughts about the language program, and then if someone would be good, he went, nope. That's all. Okay, that's good. That's all I needed to know. So, but this weekend we celebrated my daughter's birthday, so she turned 13. We went to an escape room. Yeah, they escaped. All right, and so this weekend was my daughter's 13th birthday, and we went to an escape room. Delaney, you ever been to one of those?
I see people sharing their experience there in Tulsa, and I always wonder about it.
It was different. A bunch of 13-year-old girls in this room trying to escape, and we asked them before we even started, do you want, because my wife was there, do you want us to help, or do y'all want to do it on their own? And they said, we'll do it on our own. Mm-hmm. And I think that the workers that work there, they have cameras in those rooms to see how much they progress and stuff, and I think they felt bad because they kept coming in even when we didn't press the clicker for a hint. And then one of our other Stajati friends, his daughter came. She's Seminole as well. And she pulled the lock off the door. At the beginning they said if you can't lift it with 2 fingers, then it's not meant to be moved. But if you can move it with like the strength of 2 fingers, you can move it, wiggle it, whatever. But if it doesn't want to move with the strength of 2 fingers, it stayed. She ripped this lock off the door. I was like, golly, that's the Johnny strength right there, just ripping the lock. And they come running in. That wasn't supposed to happen.
They made their way.
Yeah, I was like, golly, I'm going to be on the hook for buying a lock. So, and then it was my auntie's birthday on Sunday. 72 years old. My mom cooked her some Indian tacos, and it was a good one. Had a good time.
Sounds good.
Yep. So I ate pretty good this weekend. Did you eat it all, Delaney?
I ate, but I'm trying to get ready for this.
Are you malnourished?
Yeah, I'm trying to get ready for this tournament. So
oh,
some weight.
Do we have any breaking news that you would like to share on the Seminole Nation radio program? Also, Seminole Sports Network. Here's our first insight. The first insight.
Yeah, Joe Josiah Bender asked me to play on his team in Wetumpka, so I'm trying to play here. It's been a few years since I played, competitively, so I might be hurting for a few days after.
So you're officially here's the first release.
Yeah.
You're officially coming out of retirement.
Officially coming out. I'm gonna try. The plan is to play, but we'll see on the 20th if I make it. It's a long ways away from me. So.
Well, you heard it here first on the Seminole Nation Sports Network, also the Seminole Nation radio program. Delaney Pennock coming out of retirement. And we'll have to follow you in your journey.
All right.
Good deal. And so this weekend, Fort and Ace church meetings. It's going to be May 14th on Sunday. Gee Huzzy, May. Gee Huzzy. And so the churches having their church meetings this weekend will be Arbica, Big Arbor, Hickory Ground number 1, High Springs, Kanawha, Hilltop, Little Casita, Middle Creek number 1, New Arbor, Okemah, Rock Spring, Anadarko, Ryle Community, Salt Creek Baptist, Seminole Baptist, Snake Creek number 1 and number 2, Trenton, Vian Creek, and Wegawa. All of them churches will be having their church meetings or are scheduled to have church meetings this weekend. But like we said, you might just always call just to make sure that those churches plan on having it. Sometimes things come up, or sometimes they go visit other churches having their church meetings on those weekends. And so give them a phone call. And also the Choga Delumi, the official publication of the Seminole Nation, is adding 4 Sunday church service dates or church meeting dates to the monthly publication. If you are a member of an MSW church or a Muskogee Seminole church and don't see your church listed, please email seminolemedia@gmail.com and let the communications department know the name of your church and when your next church meeting is, and then they'll be able to put it in the radio or in the newspaper, and we can even list it here on the radio. And then also every week we talk about the ones who have started their journey. And this week a lot of families, they're missing loved ones. Remember those families and members of the community in your thoughts and in your prayers. And also COVID's still around. You know, I've known a lot of people that caught COVID or is catching COVID here recently. And so remember, still wash your hands, still use sanitizer. But at this time, we want to go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. Mado. And so in government news, last week, this news hit the wire before we had a chance to prepare it for our radio show. But last week, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt vetoed a bipartisan bill that would have allowed Native students to wear tribal regalia at the graduation ceremonies. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt said nothing in current state law prevents a school from allowing students to wear tribal regalia at the graduation ceremony. And the 5 tribes intertribal council put out a press release, and so it says the elected leaders of the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Muskogee, and Seminole nations call on the Oklahoma legislature to overturn vetoes by Governor Stitt of bills protecting religious freedom, education, and public safety in Oklahoma. SB 429, which is Senate Bill 429, protects the right of Native American students to wear tribal regalia and other cultural items during school graduation ceremonies. SB 299 prevents expiration of the Oklahoma Advisory Council on Indian Education, and House Bill 2608 clarifies that sexual offenders residing within reservations must register with tribal law enforcement. In addition to state and other local law enforcement agencies for the area. Before being vetoed, all 3 bills were approved by large supermajorities in the Oklahoma House and Senate. These bills show what production partnership between tribal nations and the state of Oklahoma can and should look like. And so collaborating to protect religious and cultural freedom, respect families, improve education, and keep communities safe from sexual offenders the Oklahoma legislature should swiftly overturn the governor's vetoes. And so that was issued by the Five Tribes Intertribal Council. And then also coming up on the first weekend of June is the quarterly general council meeting. Reports from departments, they're due this week, Delaney, or next week by the 19th. And then also band chiefs will usually have a meeting the Monday before the general council meeting. And then the bands will also have their meetings leading up to the general council meeting. And so the first announcement that we have is for the Ocheesy Band will meet at 6:30 on Tuesday, May 16th at the North Community Building. Again, that's going to be the Ocheesy Band will meet at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, May 16th at the North Community Building. And then we also have a public meeting post-McGirt Q&A Saturday, May 27th at 10 a.m. at the Miccosukee Mission Gym. If you have questions or concerns since the McGirt ruling, a Q&A will be taking place on May 27th to discuss and address the issues pertaining to the state and the Seminole Reservation. And that's going to again be held on Saturday, May 27th at 10 a.m. at the Miccosukee Mission Gym. And there will be a panel that includes chief and assistant chief, a couple of our band chiefs, and then legal representation to field an array of questions. So if you have questions regarding this McGirt ruling or any questions you might have that how it might affect you or in Indian country, please show up. Again, that's going to be Saturday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Sounds like a good one, Delaney.
Sure does.
All right. The Boys and Girls Club with the big announcement going on tomorrow.
All right. Majestic Championship Wrestling will be in town. That's in Wewoka, Wednesday, May 10th. That's tomorrow. They'll be appearing at the Boys and Girls Club. The Seminole Nation, Jason Simon, our MCW, not cool guy.
Majestic Championship Wrestling, 24/7 champion, on-call champion.
Oh, okay. That's called Skids. Heavyweight champion, Ashoba Ninok. We'll be talking with the kids, so that'll be an event going on tomorrow.
If you're a wrestler, Delaney, would your Hojifka be Skids?
It could have been.
All right. And so, again, our friend and also Seminole tribal member, Oscar D. Amazing, doing a great job with his wrestling venture and Majestic Championship Wrestling. They're going to be all over. Let's see, they're in Holdenville in a couple weeks. They're in Wetumpka coming up this summer. So some good things going on over there.
Cool.
And then Mondays and Wednesdays for the diabetes program. Mondays and Wednesdays, 10 a.m. here in Seminole, you have chair aerobics. Tuesdays and Thursdays, chair aerobics and Tai Chi, and we woke at New Life Church. Both those starts at 10 a.m. And then on Mondays and Wednesdays after that, around noon, you have Brown Bag Fitness at the Jafigny Wellness Center. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Senior Citizens Building in the OAP Exercise Room at around 12:15. If you want to register, please contact Jerome Harrison, 405-584-7923.
Diabetes program also wants to send out a reminder to come join Family Fitness tonight. And that's at Earlsboro, Housing Edition, 5:45 p.m.
Yep, Family Fitness. I'm hungry. The Family Fitness goes through June 29th. It's almost June.
It's flying.
I know. It's just May 9th, but they go through June 29th, they said. So let's see what else we've got going on. Star Wars, the 5K 1 mile walk That's going to be May 20th, 2023. May the 5K be with you. The location, Miccosukee Mission. Registration starts at 7 a.m. The 1 mile walk starts at 8 a.m. and the 5K at 8:15 a.m. And so you want to make sure you get out there. The first 100 people to register and complete the course receive a t-shirt. Receive a t-shirt. For details, call 405-584-7941, or you can register online. You go to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page. You'll be able to see the Star Wars 5K flyer.
All right, we also have Ajulagi Pride, Preventing and Reducing Indian Diabetes Everyday Program. And that's coming up May 26th, Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, 13th Annual Senior Games. So y'all get ready for that. May 26th. That's on a Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Seminole First Baptist Church, 420 Reed Street, and that's in Seminole, up on the hill.
And lunch will be provided, they said. So some, all you folks that may be retired, all you ones that hung up them basketball shoes, all the ones that used to throw them softballs around, those bean bags, they might need to start stretching a little bit, get ready for them senior games, huh?
Yeah.
All right, and then also, if you know anyone who has a birthday in the upcoming months and you want them to be in the upcoming May issue of the Choga the Lummy, please email the communications staff. If you also have a loved one that you would want to be included in the upcoming issues of the Choga the Lummy in a remembrance page, please email to seminolemedia@gmail.com. Usually the deadlines to submit birthday shout-outs and then also obituary links is the third Friday of the month. And so right now, May is already passed, but you can send in your June links, and those will be good until for another couple weeks, by May 19th. So to get your June birthdays in, make sure you get those emailed to the Choga the Lummy staff by May 19th. And then, if you have a story or an interesting story you'd like to tell, or an accomplishment, or local tribal businesses, make sure you contact the Choga the Lummy staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com. And then, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring in our guest real quick, and Delaney, we'll have you come back and do birthdays here in a little bit. But also, if you're looking for jobs, make sure you check out the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma tribal website. You can go to sno-nsn.gov and click on the careers tab. Also, you can go to the .casino, BCR, and look for careers as well. So if you want to come work with people like Mark Williams, Delaney Pennock, Josiah Jimboy, Angela Marshall, Jeremy Fultz, Catherine Howell, make sure you come fill out an application and come work with us. But we do have some guests in the studio this morning. We're going to make the best of it that we can. But Scott, I see you everywhere, and you always have different things with you. Today you have a boot. The other day I seen you on the walker.
It's a scooter.
The scooter.
My nickname's Scooter Scott.
Did a couple months ago, I saw you on the crutch, I thought, or a cane.
I'm graduating in real life time, so hopefully I'll be without any of those assistive devices soon.
And so we'd like to welcome Mr. Scott Robinson into the studio today. And Scott, you do have someone with you.
Yes, this is Candace Lowry. She's one of our school wellness nurses at the clinic. She takes care of Varnum and Kanawha schools, and she's one of our jump rope coaches and does a lot of things in our schools to help it be a healthier environment.
All right, and so Scott, you came into the studio today. No one told me anything about what you guys are doing except that you have a group that does all these jump roping tricks.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, just the history of our jump rope program. It actually started in Cherokee, North Carolina on the reservation out there a year when I was a young PE teacher. Didn't know a thing about jump rope, but I'd seen other jump rope teams, so we started a jump rope program, and it just really, it grew. 100 kids on our team, and it was just a really good program. So when I was hired by Muskogee Nation, I came back home, the diabetes program there, and my girls entered a talent show at Okemah and did jump rope there. They were both really good jumpers. They were middle school kids. They won the talent show. Next day, I had the superintendent calling me and say, hey, how can we start a jump rope program? So we started jump rope at around, it was over 10 schools. After I left, they continued to join to start jump rope programs with schools. And I came to Wewoka, and as our staff grew, we brought on Candace and Laura, and now we have Larissa Roberts as one of our health educators. Now we're at 8 schools here in the Seminole, Hughes County area that we're doing jump rope after school with kids. It's just a physical activity program and focusing on teaching kids, just the art of jump rope, the fun that comes with jump rope, and just another way to be physically active other than just your traditional sports.
And I think jump rope might be a little bit of an understatement. When we see some of the kids and some of the videos, they're not just out there like you might see normal people doing jump rope.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the tricks they're doing.
Well, they do a lot of let me tell you how we've kind of built this program to where they can do a lot of these tricks. When I first started, I was younger. I could do some of the tricks with the rope. But some of the higher level tricks they're doing now, we have a camp every summer, and it's called our Hop to Stop Diabetes Camp. And a group from North Carolina, the Bouncing Bulldogs, are one of the best jump rope teams actually in the world. They bring a team of coaches out, and they teach 150 kids from our jump rope programs, Creek Nation's jump rope programs, teach them how to do all these tricks. So we take these tricks, we put them to music, jump rope at basketball games, other schools, and now we're doing competitive jump rope too, where they do the speed jumping. It's individual speed jumping, double under jumps, and then double Dutch speed jumping. And Candace is one of our coaches. She has a team at Varnum, and her daughter is actually one of our better jump rope students at Varnum School, and really all of our programs. She's one of our best jumpers, and Candace does a great job of teaching jump rope.
Good. So tell us about some of the events you'll have coming up.
Okay. Well, we have a couple of things coming up this summer. We have our jump rope camp, which is June the 20th through the 22nd at the Reynolds Wellness Center. We're giving out flyers right now at the schools to the different jump rope programs. The kids, that's kind of our first tier of kids we want to come to camp if they're already in the program. And if they're in second grade coming into third grade, we want to get them a flyer because they'll be doing jump rope next year. And so that's the 22nd through the 20th through the 22nd of June, and we'll have a flyer on our Facebook page. And then we have our summer youth camp, which is a partnership we have with Muskogee Nation, and the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program helps out sometimes with different things with that. And that will be July the 11th through the 13th. It'll be somewhere in Hughes County. We haven't figured out a place yet. We're looking for a place to have it. We usually have it at the West Watkins facility, but they're booked up that week, so we're looking for another place. But we take them on physically active field trips. We do diabetes prevention education, nutrition education. Candace and Laura sometimes do tobacco prevention stuff with them, and so it's just a lot of education, a lot of physical activity, and just a lot of fun. So we'll have that posted on our Facebook page soon, and kids can start signing up. 10 to 15-year-olds have to be Native American, and that's really the only qualifications we have.
Good deal. And so how can they sign up? Where would they go?
Well, when they see the flyer, there'll be a phone number to call, and to call that phone number, and we'll have 2 or 3 phone numbers probably, and be able to call the phone number. One of them, get a hold of somebody, and they can get them signed up.
All right. And so, Nurse Candace?
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the hot spot.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about some of the work you do with Varnum.
Okay. Related to jump rope?
Oh,
Okay.
You got more. You got more.
Okay. So at Varnum School, we have our jump rope club as part of their 21st century after school program, and we have practices every Tuesday after school from 4 to 5. Those jump rope kids this year got to jump at a basketball game at halftime, so that was a lot of fun. Their families get to come and watch them, and their teachers and their classmates, so they really enjoyed that. And then we had 9 kids from Varnum participate in our jump rope competition. 3 of those students medaled this year, so that was really good. And then as far as my job goes, I do some staff wellness programs out at Varnum and Kanawha School as well. Today we actually had a Safe and Healthy Schools meeting, so just talk about any kind of health and wellness related activities there at the school, how we can make it a healthier place and a safer environment for the students and the staff.
Good deal. So, do y'all have any upcoming events that you'd like to talk about?
We're just kind of wrapping up the end of the school year at all the different schools and helping with different field days. That yesterday we were at Wewoka Public Schools helping with their elementary field day. Tomorrow we'll be at Kanawha Elementary helping with their track meet.
Trying just to make it to the end.
That's right. Yeah, winding down.
Well, something else that she didn't talk about is, I think it's real important that her and Laura do some classes at Kanawha and Varnum and Justice and Sasakwa, and it's called Catch My Breath, and it's a vaping prevention program, and they're going to be doing it at the Seminole Nation Boys and Girls Club this summer. So they have a class set up for that. So that's something else that they also provide. Other health education topics they go in the classroom and teach the kids different things about being healthy. And but that's a big one right now. A big problem in our schools, vaping.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to educate these kids on the dangers of it, and they're trying to get the word out as much as they can. But Seminole Nation Boys and Girls Club, those kids this summer will get this education.
Will y'all be there tomorrow for the wrestling event just to make sure no one gets hurt?
No, I don't know about this wrestling.
Which wrestling event you talking about?
So, Majestic Championship Wrestling's going to be at the Boys and Girls Club tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. And so I just wanted to make...
Do I wear my luchador mask and show up?
We should tag team.
Yeah.
Luchador
Nacho Libre
yeah.
style. Yeah, that's my favorite movie ever. So.
It'll be a good one. Scott, any other announcements from the... you didn't even announce what you do. What's your title over
I'm
there?
the community health director.
Yeah.
Used to be the health educator, and now we have all these wonderful employees. So my job is really just making sure that these health educators, these school wellness nurses, our diabetes nurses, that they have all of the tools they need to do their job. And I still go out in the field and work with them with jump rope, but that's the main thing I go out in the field to do. But most of the time I'm at the office making sure they have everything they need. But, I don't know if you announced the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program is doing a 5K on the 20th of March.
May the 5K be with you?
Yeah, we'll be helping them with that. And I'm telling you, the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program is such a blessing. We partner on so many things. We help them with stuff. They help us with stuff. And it's like we're a team together. And that's the way it should be. And I'm just thankful for Amanda's leadership and the other workers over there. They're just a good group.
Yeah, Amanda always does a good job over there. Matter of fact, the last time that I think I seen, other than the egg hunt, it was at the Cultural Day event. And you were already still hobbled up.
Yeah. But
you brought all the sticks and all the stickball pole. And we had an indoor stickball game.
Sure, that was fun.
It didn't get out of control, but man, there was a lot of kids running around. Yes. I don't know how you did it.
Well, I just love sharing our culture. That's how I participate in our culture, is making the ball sticks. And my hope is to teach some boys. We got to get some boys learning how to make these sticks, or it's going to go away. We've lost a lot of our ball stick makers here recently.
Oh, yeah.
COVID has taken several of the ones that have been making them for years. And if we're not careful, if we don't start teaching some of these younger boys how to make them, we're going to not have any ball stick makers left.
And Eddie, he just passed away not too long ago, too.
Sure
and, you always see him at Seminole Nation Days, always supporting, the ones making sticks. And you'd see him making balls and then those sigalegas, and unfortunately he passed away not too long ago. So, we got to definitely keep pushing and pursuing having kids, learn the ways, learn the culture, learn how to make some of these things.
If there's a program that wants to do a class at the Seminole Nation, just let me know. And the main thing is the only expense is getting the wood, and getting it processed. There's sandpaper, there's different things we'd have to buy, but I think it would be a good thing for us to do. I'd love to teach some young men how to make them.
Sounds good. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the radio show right here. A little bit of some technical difficulties today, but we're doing the best we can. And so as a reminder, you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, SNO-NSN.gov for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news and or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. For radio producer Mark Williams, engineer Bo Whitekiller, co-host Delaney Pennock, our guests from IHS today. We appreciate y'all coming out. Mado and also Josiah Jim Boy. And we appreciate you coming out, Mado and Jeannie Jocelyn.